Welcome back to another episode in my channel, and today I am going to talk about how to travel as a Malaysian student. Today I am going to tell you a few tips and tricks that maybe you can also try in order to travel as a Malaysian student. And most of it, I would say, is depending on the opportunities that you manage to grab and manage to search for. Travel opportunities don't come without you searching for it and without you looking after it. It doesn't just give it to you and you have to go grab it. So the first method to go travel as a student is to ask your local university if they have any student exchange opportunities coming up. Because as for my university back then, they have hosted student exchange programs between countries, between universities, and they allow you to do a one semester exchange. It's a cultural and academic exchange so that you don't have to delay an extra semester to study in university, while you can also graduate on time because you would be studying over that country for one semester and their students would come over to Malaysia and study for one semester. And during my year, I've been given the opportunity to go to a student exchange in Indonesia. So what I do is I closely follow up with the faculty on whether if they are hosting a student exchange program during the year. The second method to travel as a Malaysian student, consult your local university on whether they have student volunteering programs. So it's not a long-term student exchange program, it's only a 1 to 2 week maximum student volunteering program to help their community and to help with maybe education, social, or in other aspects to enrich the local community in the other country. One of my friends did, and it's called Misi Sukarelawan Siswa Malaysia, and she have managed to go to Vietnam, and or they can also plan to go any other countries within the allocated budget by the university. So however, it requires a bit of work in order to participate in this program. So as a student to join Misi Sukarelawan Siswa, you would need to attend an interview held by the local university, and also you need to come up with a plan, with a blueprint or a plan on what are you going to contribute to the society there in the other countries. So you would need to plan out your budget, you would need to plan out timeline, the activities, logistics, accommodation, places that you want to go, as well as who will be the contact person while you are at that country to make it work. And the third way to travel as a Malaysian student is to participate in competitions. What kind of competition, if you're asking that? So I would say it's more likely to be a student competition open for students, as well as hosted by conglomerates, bigger companies, which requires you to be more proactive and requires you to put in effort to work for it. By going to competition, I would not call it an opportunity to travel, because your main goal to go there is to win the contest first, and then secondly is to build connections and to explore the culture and to know the people there, and thirdly is only when you get to travel during your contest if you go overseas. Personally, I've used this opportunity and I've managed to win a contest with the Young CEO Development Program. So we have been given an immersion trip to go to Singapore to visit Facebook HQ, the LinkedIn HQ, travel around Singapore. The fourth way to travel is to go plan on a budget trip with your friends. This is a very conventional method to go traveling, but having a budget is where it challenges you. Because as a student, I totally understand that we have financial constraints. Travel within your means and go to countries that are cheaper to travel. For instance, you can go to Thailand, you can go to Indonesia, or maybe you can plan for less conventional places like maybe Myanmar, Laos, countries like that. Instead of going to Taiwan or going to China or going to Vietnam, or Singapore, there are countries that are more expensive. So it would challenge your budget a lot. But if you were to go with your friends on a budget trip, select those countries that you can afford, and you can split the cost with your friends, and it will be easier for you to travel and you will enjoy it as much as you can with your friends. The last method that I recommend Malaysian students to go travel is via work and travel program. And it is the same meaning as working holiday that a lot of people has been talking about. So working holiday is open for Australia and New Zealand, and it has a very restricted quota. As I know, every year a lot of people has been applying, a lot of quota has been filled up before people can even start applying, and I would say that maybe working holiday is very tough to get in. Hence, what I've heard about the other one, which is work and travel, which is open to go to United States. And this program is only applicable while you are a student to go to the work and travel program. As soon as you graduated and started working, you would not have that chance to go to a work and travel program in the United States. It is not only financially rewarding, it's also invaluable experience, and I would say it's a once in a lifetime event that will allow you to travel as a student and to go to the United States to experience something so different from our home country. There's one thing that I've always observed in people is that students often has a very strong limiting beliefs, and the limiting beliefs always come from within, from themselves, from myself, from yourself. And without trying, you never know how much that you could push yourself to try different things. Do not say that it's impossible without putting the slightest effort in trying something. However, if there are things that you could work for, by all means, please go ahead, and you would realize you have a greater potential than you ever discover. If you have a similar travel experience, or if you manage to go to travel as a student, please remember to just pass the information down to your juniors or to share it with more people so that more students are able to leverage from your knowledge and to secure a chance to go travel while they are a student before they graduated and stuck in adulting life. There's so much more that we could explore as a student, and it's not just securing that 4.0 CGPA. So until then, I'll see you again next time in my next video. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and maybe also comment down below on what tips you would like to hear for a student like yourself.